Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to take a closer look at Nvidia. The stock was up roughly 2% as I am recording today's episode, and there are a lot of bullish sentiments impacting the overall stock. I do want to say the main thing was TSM. The company did report earnings, and they talked a lot about kind of CoWoS capacity and advanced packaging, which bodes well for Nvidia, and it does kind of show some bullish trends here. We also did see some kind of reports of expected GPU sales for this upcoming year by a big customer. So we're going to take a closer look at all that in today's episode. So let's get started.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for their subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
So, like I mentioned, TSMC today reported their earnings, and TSMC actually had a very, very great day. If we take a closer look at their overall stock, the stock was up almost 10%, 9.7%, sitting at $113. Now, TSM did share a lot about different aspects of their overall market, but I do believe the most important for AI investors right now and for Nvidia investors, obviously, is the talks on AI and the talks on advanced packaging. And advanced packaging is very, very important for Nvidia's H100. The reason being is this is a very supply constrained market right now. And because CoWoS capacity is not able to kind of be there for the overall demand right now. So if we take a closer look, they do expect a huge surge in AI demand, positioning TSMC as a key enabler in the rapid growing AI market. So right off the bat, I'm going to have to say TSMC, right? Whenever they talk about something, always believe, and this is something that I have noticed from TSMC's kind of coverage in the past few years, TSMC is not one to overhype anything. They're ones to be very cautious in how they talk and how they present information, and they just clearly say it how it is. Where there might be some other companies that obviously might be a little bit more exaggerative to some extent of where some of the markets are in, but I do believe TSMC is a great baseline to see where the overall market is. So they expect a nice surge, and obviously this bodes well for a lot of AI solutions. Obviously, Nvidia is the biggest player here, so if anyone was to benefit from this AI demand, is going to be Nvidia. Now, the second thing they talked about was their CoWoS and advanced packaging solution. And right now, they do mention that, hey, look, there's still strong demand for their CoWoS capacity, which, like I mentioned, is a key technology for advanced packaging solutions and needed for the H100, even AMD's MI300X. They mentioned that right now, CoWoS is vital for applications requiring high-speed data transfers and efficient performance, such as AI processors and high-performance computing applications. Now, they talked about capacity expansion and growth, and this is where I personally believe it's very bullish for Nvidia. They mentioned that right now, TSMC, and this is something they've talked about right now, they're working on doubling its output for CoWoS to meet the growing demand. However, they noted that the current output is still not sufficient to meet the total market demand. So right off the bat, this is going to tell me that at the end of the day, 2024 is still going to be a GPU supply constraint market, which means Nvidia is going to have at least great revenue segment in the data center space for the upcoming year. Obviously, there might be some pocket of weakness, but this kind of increases the probability that data center AI is going to be very, very strong for Nvidia in 2024, and even probably in 2025 as well, because if you're going to be GPU supply constrained to some extent, you're most likely also going to be pushing those out to the next year as well. So obviously, big win here. The company does mention that they're going to continue to invest in expanding capacity even further for CoWoS and other packaging solutions. They anticipate that the growth rate for CoWoS and other 3D integrated circuit technologies to be over 50% compounded annual growth rate in the next few years. And this is very important to know, as things like 3D packaging, chiplet designs are happening globally all over the world. So we do see some great advancements here for NVIDIA and for most companies companies in general. The company also did kind of give us long-term outlook for next generation CoWAS. They do mention they're already developing the next generation, and obviously that's going to bode well for future advanced packaging that maybe companies like Nvidia or maybe AMD might be working on at the moment. So great news there. Now, I also want to take a closer look at some other things that Nvidia stock investors might be bullish about. But first, I just want to say thank you for the support. We just hit 30,000 subscribers, so make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and check out my special offer at fool.com/Jose. If you want exclusive videos, click join to learn more about the membership program. So, TSMC, if we're going to take a closer look, they do also mention some important highlights of the overall market. If we can see 2023 revenue, the high performance computing market was pretty much flat on a year-over-year basis. The company did report their fourth quarter, and the automotive market was up 15%. We do know that Nvidia's in the automotive market, so that bodes well. And high performance computing was flat on a year-over-year basis, and this was during a crazy over inventory correction. So in my opinion, if we take a closer look at that quarter revenue sequential growth was actually up 17% for high performance computing. So in my opinion, this bodes well that, hey, look, the AI market is going to continue to grow, not only in data center but also in consumer electronics, which bodes really well for a company like Nvidia. And then the final thing I want to take a closer look at is Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, did announce that they are building massive amount of infrastructure at the end of the year. They'll have roughly 350,000 NVIDIA H100s and overall 600,000 H100 equivalents if you include other GPUs. So Meta is a huge buyer of kind of NVIDIA H100 GPUs. If we take a closer look at this report or this image from Dia Research, they did kind of show H100 shipments in GPUs by 2023. They estimate Microsoft and Meta to be the top two winners here with over 150,000 H100 each, and then we can see other big players here with roughly 50,000 each. So here we can see that Nvidia is definitely selling a lot of those H100 GPUs, and we can also see how Microsoft and the other competitor up here are top players here in the AI market, which in my opinion bodes really well. And I have been talking about Oracle in the past, so for me, I'm actually pretty excited that Oracle, a company that is nowhere near the market share size in cloud and computing of Amazon and Google, have purchased roughly about the same amount of H100s. Obviously, Amazon and Google do have kind of their own machine AI chips, which might kind of help them out, not need too much dependency from Nvidia. But Oracle being able to purchase the same amounts of chips, I do believe it kind of shows a nice bullish sentiment for Oracle and the future of AI workloads, which might allow them to grab some nice market share. So I'm really excited about Oracle, a position I recently started in. So overall, we can see that Nvidia is doing really well. In the past 5 days, the stock is up 3.49%, almost 4%. In the past month alone, the stock is up roughly 15%. In the past year, the stock is doing amazing at 240%. Some other things to kind of take a note of is Supermicro Computer Electronics recently just reported their preliminary results, and they did beat their overall expectations, which is causing a nice increase in companies like Nvidia and those that deal with AI computation as well. So I'll most likely do a video on Supermicro later today or maybe tomorrow, but I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Take care, have a good day, and see you next time.